Then he was waiting at the toilet because we had a toilet, potty, installed right next to the gate. He was waiting outside. Then he heard someone whistle behind him. He came from the altar.
My name is Naqiah.
My name is Raihan.
My name is Wayne.
My name is Kyle.
And this is Tales from Incredible Tales, a show where we look back at the popular MediaCorp horror series.
We have a very welcome returning guest for this episode. I'm quite sure next to Art, you are the person that's appeared on the show the most so far. Yeah.
Aww.
So you have that distinct honor. Naqiah Ayub from True Horror Stories POV. Welcome back.
Hey guys! Thank you for having me again and again.
Very fun, right? Fun, right?
Very fun.
Okay, so for those of you who have, for some reason, not seen Naqiah's previous episodes, True Horror Stories POV is a hit YouTube channel featuring short POV videos based on or inspired by true events. And Naqiah loves horror in every sense.
A little bit too much,
It's an understatement.
At frightening levels for all of us, except for Naqiah.
Anyway, in every episode of Tales from Incredible Tales, we explore a different theme and how it ties back to the classic Incredible Tales episode.
Now, for this episode, we're looking at how the arts are tied into the paranormal. This episode's theme was inspired by Still Life from season 6. A haunted painting finds its way into the home of a young couple. But will it bring about the downfall of the family, or will it claim yet another victim?
Let's take a look. You know, this is why, right, I do not like hanging paintings, right, of people, because I studied arts, right? So we will go to a lot of like galleries. So whenever I see like portraits of people, I will siam. Because I know like maybe hantu can go inside.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very, okay, imagine you at night, right, you go to museum, like, then there's like just a whole room of like portraits of people. Don't you feel creepy? It's damn creepy,
Let me enjoy this for a second.
Okay.
Because I never see you get this terrified over.
I'm not specific things. I'm not terrified. I'm just
creeped
very
out.
disturbed. Like,
Yeah.
It's very disturbing,
This is very rare for me, so just let me enjoy this first.
Okay, fine.
Okay, thank you.
But I like the fact that this episode came out like years ago, because if it's now, I mean, right now we have the technology where images can move.
Yeah.
And after watching Harry Potter, I'm pretty sure you believe that really image can move.
Can move, yeah.
Yeah. But since it's back then, I think everybody's freaked out with this scene.
I mean, to be fair, if I saw a painting move at this point, I would also be freaked out.
Naqiah, yourself, do you remember watching this episode?
Yes, I do. I have I wouldn't say similar experience. I would say slightly of a different kind. You're suddenly taking deep breath already. It's actually ever since I started doing horror, right? So I got invited to do a lot of podcast sessions. So there's this one, a group of teenagers, I would say, they conduct their podcast at home. Okay, so it was a Saturday afternoon, nothing scary, nothing creepy about that. And then when we came over, it was me, my husband, and our, I think 2 or 3 of our crew members lah. So when we came over, there's this big, with ornated like frames, and then inside there's this Javanese lady.
Ayo.
Okay, so she was doing like, that very atas pose.
Yes.
She was doing that. So I was like, okay, cool. Like it looks very unique and very, So I walked in. So when we wanted to go to the podcast room, we had to walk past this master bedroom. And then I saw the same lady standing in front of a mirror that is like not the common one. It has like some carvings around it. And the woman was doing the same thing. Like it was doing that and looking with the whole gear and stuff, you know. So me thinking that this is like horror podcast, right? So I'm thinking like, oh, maybe they got their grandma to dress up, you know, as the thing lah. And my husband also saw. Then we kudos to them. We were like, wow, you're very on for this episode. You're actually dress up somebody. And then they kept quiet. And then they were like, okay, let's just do the podcast. And then we were like, okay, so during that period of time, we were like, okay, when is this grandma going to come in? When is she going to come in? She never did. And then 4 years later, I went back to the same podcast, but this time around they upgraded to a studio lah. And then they asked me, what was that about? And then I said, me and my husband literally saw your grandma doing some things like in that master bedroom, you know, with the whole costume and stuff. I said, dude, that is their ancestor, don't know what. And then she passed away long time ago. So we were like, oh, okay, shoot. We kind of acknowledge it. Yeah, but thank God nothing happened. And then when we asked the crew members, right, we said that, hey, actually y'all ever like experience anything like this or not? Everyone, before I even opened this story, right, they said that everyone felt iffy about that particular painting. Because sometimes they shoot late at night and then they'll be like, hey, that painting is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Then they'll like cover it or some stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know if it's exactly related to that, but this one is, I saw the thing actually, manifest itself. Yeah.
Not just related to it. I like how you had to take it to another level. That one, the painting just moved. This one, the painting came alive.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's not scary because it was beautiful. You know, it was adorned in that ancient look costume.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to be scared of except for the fact that she don't exist lah. Yeah. So that was one incident which I feel like, hey, this is weird, man. But yeah, I don't know if I should actually open my mouth to say this. It's a bit too late lah.
A bit.
Yeah. If I didn't mention with podcast
Maybe don't.
Never mention who so I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to add on to that because I think I'm not sure whether you will agree, but even in I think Malay folklore is that we try not to replicate a certain being exactly because things can live in it.
Yes.
Yeah, same for us. Especially when there's dolls, there's like figurines that kind of look like human with a face shape. To negate that effect, we actually paste something red behind it so that nothing can enter it. Because for the Chinese, red is good luck, ma. If you know, in the different terms. So you cut out a red square and then you just paste it on the object that you want to display. Then it should be fine. Nothing will go inside it. And you shouldn't talk to it. You know how some people like they got their like dolls, right? Then they will talk to the dolls like the human. Because it might attract anything to enter it, and then so you must talk to it like a toy. You are a toy. I use you.
Or maybe don't talk to it.
Yeah. Or maybe even simpler, don't talk to it. Yeah. So that's how we negate it. I rarely see any Chinese households with paintings of people.
If photographs?
Photographs, yes. Usually, actually, it's quite. I think now lesser lah. Now because people, we're in the digital era, so lesser lah. But some older folks, they do have photos of their ancestors who already no longer around. They will hang them up in the house. It's like a tradition.
But that one is okay as long as you paste the red thing at the back, is it?
They don't lah. But I think it's okay because they are ancestors. Yeah. But I don't know. When I see it, it creeps me out. It really creeps me out. Like, I saw it's like got these two photo of these two deceased people, then like a bit weird lah.
So even photos of deceased people creep you out?
I think it's weird lah.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just weird lah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know because I like the whole idea of digital. So you can watch. You want to see, you meet someone, you want to see, just pull out your phone, but don't put it there.
Yeah.
Like especially in the bedroom. Then you put it there, then you want to do business, then it's like a bit weird, right? Wherever it is, I just feel that it's a bit like got someone staring at you. It's like, I don't know. For me, I find it like weird. Yeah.
I understand where Carl is coming from.
Yeah.
Because especially if the photo is like a portrait like that.
Bro, I cannot, bro. I can't do the painting thing. Yeah, I can't.
Ooh.
Especially got face on. Like you can have like a nice scene, like, without face, then okay lah.
Specifically for this topic, because we're talking about arts itself, you are I would consider yourself as an artist, I would say.
Yeah.
Because you create horror videos. Why don't you choose to, write novels or paint?
Right. Okay. actually, first and foremost, I cannot draw to save my life. Okay? I cannot. Okay, so that's one. Another thing is I did try to write, but I cannot get the feelings across that well. So I decided, you know what? People are more visual. So let's give it to them. Yeah, novel is like, okay, read and then like, oh, okay, we're at the back, goosebumps. Yeah, not really, you don't really feel it. But when you do a video, it's really like bam in your face. The impact is there. Yes.
Do you think your third eye, your infamous third eye, is like, do you think that played a part in you choosing like, because you said the novel isn't impactful, but then like a video is more impactful. Do you think the third eye played a part in that as well?
Definitely. I was like thinking like, what should I write about? Then the thing that traumatizes you the most which is ghosts, right? I wouldn't write about my crush. It'll all be art. So I was like, okay, I need to think of something else. So I was like, okay, I need to unleash. And I don't know if I mentioned this before. My family, they weren't like really all that excited when I tell them that I see stuff. And in fact, they are like telling me, no, I cannot be. And I got punished and all that. So that's my outlet. Yeah, so when I got bigger, eventually when I was growing up, I learned to shut up about it. Even my husband don't even know about my third eye, nor did I know about his. Because we didn't want to tell anyone. We are scared that people will say, this one's simping Yeah. So after that then, when True Horror Stories came about, that's when I realized that, hey, it's actually an outlet for me. Like finally I get to tell people what actually happened like decades ago. Yeah, and it's satisfying to see people getting scared.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Speaking of getting scared, we had you for our very, very first episode of season 2.
I was
together with
so
Art.
sad. It was only one. You should have called me for the first one also.
Okay. Next time. I call you. So the first episode of this season, we actually got Art and Naqiah, and the three of us in Bukit Brown Cemetery. We recorded an episode. And then we also did the Walk of Courage.
Yep.
So just wanted to ask you, like, were there at any point you were like, a lot of ghosts
At the start.
See, I told you.
Okay, so the thing is that you tend to know which ghosts are like malicious, which are like just guarding their territory. They're just chilling, hanging out there. So the first one when we came, I saw, the backlight behind Raihan, there was this green or blue light, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so at that point, I can see 2 statues.
Yeah.
Right? You guys saw it too, right? But then I saw someone else also standing there. So I figured it must be one of your crew, especially the tall one lah. He was standing there. So I was like, wow, this guy damn pro. He stood still like that, like not moving throughout the whole session. And I was like thinking, he not in frame, man. I don't know if you noticed, I keep checking at the back. I keep on seeing like, what? Right. Then he was just standing there doing nothing but just guarding lah.
Just beside you?
No, behind the light area there.
All the way at the back.
All the way
at the back.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. Then I realized that I don't think it's him because I kind of saw him like lingering behind us. So I was like, okay, then I just shut up lah. Don't say anything. And then whilst we were doing the whole podcast, right, I saw someone, like a cloth, and then you just want to what's the word?
Dust it off.
Yeah, dust it off, right? At a tree. Behind Kyle, okay, there's a big 2 tree, okay? And the white cloth is almost as big as that tree. So it was just moving and we were hot there, remember? There wasn't any like strong wind or anything. But the fella was moving the cloth like nobody's business. So I realized I was looking at Kyle, I was looking at Art, I was like, okay, let's just look at Art's eyes lah. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone lah.
Wait, but the tree is on your side, ma?
No, it's the one that's...
There's a tree behind me, I didn't know.
But
Not
it's further
directly,
in.
Oh, very far lah.
Yeah, very far.
Oh.
So you imagine it was just hanging there and waving its white cloth. And I was like, okay, that one is also guarding, no issue. Because from my experience, if that thing wants to latch onto you or disturb you, it would come closer or suddenly disappear. Because why? Already on top of you. You know? So that's how I was like thinking, okay, it's still there throughout the whole episode. Nothing is funny and everything. But what happened was, remember I asked you whether is it okay for me to talk about certain topic?
Yes.
Okay. I did. Remember I shared about my mom's neighbor. Right? So right after I shared that, I felt someone slapping my thigh.
Aiyo.
Okay, if you can actually replay the clip, I actually looked down because I thought someone tapped me to say that, hey, speak closer to the mic, giving me instructions. So I legit thought someone was there. So I would look down.
I saw.
Yeah, I
I
know.
saw she looked down. Because
And-
I'm facing everybody, you see.
Yeah, I was panicking because I thought I did a mistake lah. And then the best thing is after that shoot, right, I saw there was a mark. There is a grid mark. Yes. There
What,
is
like a hen or?
No, it's not a hand. It's just like otter. Like
Bruce.
Bruce, yeah, a big one.
Wow.
Yeah, so oh my God, I didn't tell my husband. Shoot. he would tell me, see who asked you to go. But yeah, I did tell him lah. Yeah, so it's still there, but I cannot show you because
do you think that is the spirit that say cannot say?
I think so. I don't know why. But when I was sharing the story, I didn't mean to offend anything.
Yeah.
Right? Because I asked you for permission. I said, is it okay to talk about this? Because it's my opinion. As in, it happened to me. I'm just sharing what. But then I don't know, that thing wasn't happy or what. Then just let me. And I was like, okay, thank you for that.
It's the black and white one, right? That one you're talking about, the tongue one, right?
The tongue one, the incident lah. Yeah.
That one,
So I was
still
like,
my head.
okay, never mind. I'll just keep quiet. Then if you notice, me and Art, we got quiet after that. Then
Yes.
we were like, okay, let's just keep it, on the
Yeah.
down low because we didn't want to.
I was quite noisy in the episode.
You know what's the most difficult part? Because I'm actually facing you guys, right? So I can actually see everybody's reaction. I see Wayne was quite calm. And I see Carl was like, okay, he's trying to focus and all that stuff, trying to look around, but okay, nothing. And then after that, Art and her face, they just keep on like,
Yeah.
and Art has this really distinctive smile if he sees something. So he's just like,
Yeah. At one
like,
point, Art took out his amulet. He literally took the amulet, put in front, like as if to, I got protection,
yeah.
Don't come, I got
yeah.
protection. But I think Art is very well versed and he know how to regulate lah.
Yeah.
But I think from my angle, it's scarier. So from my perspective, right, it's like I'm looking at Naqiah and Wayne, right? Behind you is a big grave. My eye line, right, I'm trying not to look at the photo because in Chinese mythology, you're not supposed to look at the photo. And then you're supposed to have pure thoughts in cemetery. But sometimes your brain is just stupid lah, right? So then there was one point I looked at it, I was like, I wonder who is this? And they're like, oh shit, cannot think. I need to look at them and I just focus on the episode. But I wasn't very scared or anything. I was just like,
Curious.
I looked at it. Then it's like, oh, I don't look. But I cannot remember the face, so it's okay.
Okay.
If you can remember the face, then that's a problem. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Why you can remember the
Yo, no, one of my crew member did.
Oh, yo.
Because we
Because
shot after you guys, right? So they were looking for a good spot to film. So, okay, this is, mind you, the exact same place where I asked you to keep quiet, the Courage Walk, right? So they actually went all the way up there. And then there was this one very significant tombstone, right? It was playing some mantras and all that.
Right where we were at.
Yeah, if you walk down the Courage Walk, right, you would actually pass it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of my crew member, we don't know about the cannot look at photos kind of thing.
Yeah, I understand.
So he was like, hey, where to shoot? Then he was like, hey, then he smacked on the guy's face. And he can even describe to me the fella's face right now. So I'm like, okay, I didn't know it's a taboo until now lah. But
Respectful lah, yeah.
granted, until now, we as a team are still talking about what happened during our shoot there. So I don't know, maybe it's linked or something.
What about the part where we shot the links, where it's like, we were talking about the wrap up at the gate? Yeah. So what about the gate? I can sense lah that you and Art probably saw something there around the gates.
Yeah. Okay, so it was perching atop the altar lah. So I saw Debbie, Art's talent manager, right? And then they were chilling near that thing. And then I saw that thing that was perching on top was staring at them. I can sense like it was not happy that they were standing so close to it and not offering prayers or something. Yeah, so I went over and I was like, hey guys, don't stand here. And then they were like, then after that they went off. And then Art immediately got my cue and he started to offer prayers lah. Then after that, I think...
Oh, you saw him pray lah?
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, he got my message. Yeah, we are like that. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, but anyway, yeah.
So what was it? What did it look like?
It looked like the one that you described, the deity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but honestly, I've never seen aside from the one that I told you at my mom's house,
Tang
right?
one lah, yeah.
The Tang one. So it looks similar to that. So I don't know whether I should be afraid or
Black or white?
black.
Black color one.
Yeah, black color one.
But because you said that in your story, there's one black, one white, right?
Yes, this
So you
one
saw
is
the
just black one. Okay, how I see is because there was smoke, because I think you guys added smoke effect, right?
Yeah.
So the smoke was like going up, and then I was looking at the trees, and I realized that the smoke was in front of something black, and it's like some human shape lah. But yeah.
Got wear hat or not?
No, I never see, because the head was a bit camouflaging to the trees behind. So it wasn't really easy
On
to
the
see.
altar lah.
Yeah, it was just there.
There's two
sitting.
altar. Which altar?
The right side. Yeah.
Interesting.
You're talking about the one that is inside, is it?
Yeah.
No, I saw the one is outside.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because
What's that lah?
the right side altar is for the deity, the earth deity, the Tope Kong, the Datuk Kong, or the deity lah. That is more like closer to heaven. Then the left one, the green altar is where the hell police is,
Oh.
which we also prayed to.
Yeah.
So that's I'm just asking. I just want to know roughly the position also.
But why is it supposed to perch on top of the altar?
I don't think so, but I think it's just there. That's the altar, and they are in charge of the cemetery. Yeah, there is a verbal agreement as to we are there to film.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then because we did prayers just before sunset to tell them, to the deities first, then to the hell police, then to the spirits to tell them, look, blah, 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 blah. We are this company here to do podcast. This is a verbal agreement. If there's anything that we offend you, please do not be offended, blah, blah, blah. Here's some offerings. Here's some blessings to all three parties. And then may the shoot be smooth.
Yeah.
Then there's this actual contract. Like it written in Chinese, and it was recited out by the priest and then burned. So it's a standing order to say that don't disturb us. Let us shoot. You can see, but don't disturb us. So I thought it was pretty chill because there was this thing that was going on. But I'm not surprised that, the hell police came out to see us lah. Yeah.
Check up on us.
Yeah, and for my friends, exactly, for my friends, right, that are quite spiritual, they do say that particular altar for the hell police is quite, a lot of people go and pray on. Yeah, because it's guarding one of the oldest cemeteries in Singapore, ma. Yeah, so they're in charge of that. So I don't think there's anything to scare. I was just more worried that it's other entities. Yeah, yeah. So then that would have been quite.
But is it possible that it could have been other entities?
It could be the Ghost King, because you mentioned that that time you say the big one is there one, like there's a Ghost King. There's an altar for the spirits also. Literally, it writes ghosts. The altar writes ghosts.
Wow.
Which one was that one? That was
The small one. You saw we prayed to 3, right?
correct. Yeah.
The small one right beside the green one. That's at the back
Yes.
of the gate.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, we did not smoke for that segment because we were short on time. The smoke that you saw was from the incense paper that the master burned just before we left. So that was like already smoked already. But the smoke is much thicker lah.
Oh.
So yeah, that's the interesting part. And then we had to Win and I, after we wrapped, we had to go and like pray and say that, thank you for letting us use. We are done. Yeah. So I think it was fine. Yeah. So one creepy thing happened to one of the crew, one of the transport crew. He was fetching, I think our sound person in because it's very deep inside the cemetery, so needed car to fetch in. Then he was waiting at the toilet because we had a toilet, a potty, installed right next to the gate. He was waiting outside. Then he heard someone whistle behind him. It came from the altar. And this was night, like 9 p.m. Nobody came from the altar behind him. He immediately, nope. He went into his car. He went inside the car.
Wow.
But he was like very chill. Yeah, it was very chill. Because my friend, he's quite spiritual. So it's chill inside. Yeah, they just want to let you know that they are there.
Yeah, he reacted in a certain way earlier on is because when you mentioned that there was that particular spot where you felt like that thing came in and then the thing left, and it was right before that particular tombstone, right? Was where I told me to stop and look up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's exactly that spot. Raihan, stop. Look up. Huh? Look up. Look at the stars. They're nice. Oh yeah, they're nice. Yeah.
But did you walk or you just look up?
No, we
first?
stopped and we look up. And
But what's Art doing? Like,
I don't know. I didn't see. All I know is the light is on my face. I couldn't even see Art. Really? Because he was just putting the light like that on my face.
Yeah,
I was looking up and then I was like, okay, Raihan, let's go. Oh, okay.
it's the place. It's that particular.
Yeah. Very creepy.
Yeah.
Very creepy. Yeah. And I had to do the walk again, you know.
I know.
No, but
Multiple
as in,
times.
like, I had to do it because I need to pass you all the light.
Yeah.
Then the first time I did it alone. So the car, right, the curve already, then they park at the car, right? Then my guy is like, I'm just going to wait for you in the car. I was like, okay lah. Man up a bit, I take. Then a bit scared, like, he's so many grace, I just walk. Faster pass you. I walk back, right? Then I say, hey, next time you follow me. I broke my own rule, don't walk alone.
Okay, so let's go back to the painting. The question is for everyone. What's a book, movie, or TV show that you would still watch or read even if you knew it was cursed?
For me, it's not even none of those, but for me, it's music. Hotel California. One of my favorite piece of music. I'll listen to it at night also, I don't care.
Is there a
Never would have
curse?
expected to hear
I
that.
be uncle lah, yeah. Very good. Okay, because I work in post-production, right?
Yeah.
So we sometimes need to calibrate the studio monitors, the sound.
Right.
Then Hotel California is a very good piece of music to test the EQ, the equalizer for the thing. So we will always play it to test the speakers. So I know of the reputation. When you play in reverse, it sounds like a satanic theme song.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I played it before.
That's the-
reverse. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the and Stairways to Heaven also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard you talk about Hotel California in all the time we've been friends. So this is like,
If you look at the lyrics, right, it does sound like a supernatural event.
yeah.
Like in a random highway, but this guy cannot check out of this hotel
yeah,
because this hotel has been there for like I don't know how many of years. Like
you
it
just
sounds
can't
like a
kill
horror.
the beast.
Yeah, you can't kill the beast.
I mean-
it does sound satanic.
If I'm not wrong, it's supposed to be talking about the music industry. But that says a lot about the music industry that it sounds like hell also. Lah.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned this before, but I really love comic books. So if I found out that they were cursed, or I would ask as many spiritual masters and priests and monks as I can to find a way to uncurse, and not even one specific comic book, like my entire comic book collection. If I can find a way to uncurse the comic books, please, I really love reading my comics. Could you just uncurse them?
Marvel Comics Spider-Man issue 1.
Oh.
No. If you're gonna go like that, right? Okay, this one. Sorry, yeah. I apologize to everybody, it's a bit nerdy. Amazing Spider-Man issue number 33.
For me, it's music. There's a particular song that is very nice, but it's believed that if you actually play it or sing it at night, the thing will come lah.
What song?
Pulang, Misha Omar.
Oh.
Seharum bunga
Right.
mendugas. So it's a song that, according to her, when she recorded it, it's a Malaysian artist and it's still relevant. When she was recording the song, she got hauntings after that. So until today, she doesn't want to sing.
What is the song about?
Coming home. Oh.
Oh, serious?
It's a theme song of the
Of that movie.
Oh, Kakak.
Oh, okay.
The 2001 one.
I think so.
Wow.
The song is about a lady who wants to get back what she has been taken off.
Oh, okay lah. Sounds about right lah.
Yeah, so that song creeps, but it's a damn nice song.
Okay, later we
Get
play.
it? Oh. Yeah, so
I like how you sang it and then also at the same time auditioning like, Raihan singing voice right here.
I might come up with my next album. Incredible Tales Edition.
Every episode he come up with business idea.
Raihan.
Okay, so for me, it would be Middle Eastern movies.
Ooh.
So have you guys watched them? Like Turkey?
No
Okay, like I can watch horror movies alone in my house or in a theater without anyone and I won't be scared, okay?
Of course.
Yeah, desensitized, okay? But give me Turkey movie, I'll be out within 5-10 minutes.
Really?
Is it that movie that I'm thinking of?
Yeah, because for the reason that they actually use real mantra.
Oh.
Not because they have a few what do they call it when they remix, right? No, it's as in if you want to watch and you get the creeps, right? You watch the real one. The one that's like done in 19 something. Yeah, that's
It's a supernatural
It's a
show.
supernatural movie.
And,
It's
and the movie is mostly about dark arts. So practicing black magic. So the mantras that they use, right, is real. I don't know why, but it's so scary. Even though when I see, right, the makeup it's questionable, but when you hear the mantra, even though I don't understand it, you can actually feel the vibe. And after I watch, there's this one time I was watching it alone in one of my rooms, in my house lah. So I was watching, I tell myself, usually we would mute that part.
Yeah.
Okay, but this time I was telling myself, you know what, Naqiah, just do it. So I blast the whole volume. Yeah, so I was like, I kid you not, that room, we call it the movie room, someone banged onto it. I thought it was my husband because he's like, hey, what are you watching? And then like blasting the whole the whole mantra, right? So I was like, okay, I will shut it. Then I open, no one. And my husband is actually in his room playing PS as his game lah. Yeah, then I was like, okay. Then my thought is because when I was watching that, it was via projector and sound system. So I thought it could have been the sound effect or something. Then I tried again. I replayed the same thing. Nothing happened. So I was like, hey, if it's the same volume, same everything, the thing should do the same thing, right? Yeah, it didn't. But that night I had the worst nightmare. So I was like, and that nightmare tells me the dream that I had, the entity was telling me to do some prayers and like cleanse yourself because you are not protected. I don't know what it means, but yeah.
I gotta add on, that movie went really viral on TikTok. Like there were people were talking like, oh, you should watch it, but you should watch it with caution.
What's the name of the movie?
I don't want to say lah.
Why?
They have a few sequels. Okay, the one that I would say the good ones lah. You have to watch is Dabe, Dabbe. Another one is Sichin. So they have a lot of episodes like Sichin 1, Sichin 2, Dabe 1, Dabe 2. So you need to find the right one or just watch all lah.
Is it scary?
Because it's authentic.
That's why it's scary.
Yeah, that's why it's scary. And you can feel like when they recite the mantra, right, you feel like, like you are actually summoning something.
The mantra is said in their language lah.
In Arabic lah.
Oh my God. So is it a known thing, in the Malay community that this film is like creepy?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. There was some
curse.
Yeah. Do you know like there's this Korean movie Exuma?
Yeah.
Same thing what? They actually the cast had to recite real mantras because the priest said that if she were to say a fake one, it would offend the spirit. So they actually had to say the real one and she accidentally did summon something.
Ayo.
Yeah, you can check it out lah. This one is Exuma, EXHUME, the movie.
This one a bit too dangerous.
Yeah.
I remember watching an interview of the producer for this Taiwanese horror film called The Tag Along. It's about the Mosina, the Hong Yi Xiao Nihai. So it's like about this mountain spirit that will curse people on lah. So they filmed in actual places that had like suicides and a lot of ghosts on abandoned. And then they were doing the scene with the Thai Kumantong, the Thai version of the Toyo. And they had to build sets, like statues of the Toyo. So the master actually told them, look, we're not going to do the real thing. Okay? We get the Thai prop masters to do 80%. But we change some things. If not, something is going to go inside. Yeah, so they did that. But unfortunately, the pandemic happened. They kept it in storage, and guess what? Something entered it. Because they stopped production ma. So they kept it in storage, and the storage, storage area very dark one. Something entered it. And then like caused a lot of like mayhem on shoots. So that's what happens when you blur the lines.
This one you can kind of take with a grain of salt, but The Exorcist, when it came out, and then over time people used to say like, the set was, because the most famous one is they'll say that the actress who played the little girl, Linda Blair, like, she had a very rough life after her time in Exorcist. You can kind of take it with a grain of salt that one.
Some films are just weird lah.
Yeah.
Now, since we're talking about like weird stuff with the arts, I think now is a really good time for us to call it a wrap, almost, and have our morbid fact of the day, courtesy of Kyle.
So there's a lot of curse paintings, right? So one of the more famous one was when musician Nikki Stone, she actually purchased a self-portrait of the serial killer John Wayne Gacy. So yeah, he's quite a notorious serial killer in the States lah. Yeah. So after purchasing the painting, right, weirdly, Stone's dog died shortly after. and then the mom got cancer. And then his friend was very nice. I said, hey, I want to keep. I want to keep. Then after that, he died.
Oh, wow.
Then the neighbor was like, okay, this guy died. Let me help you put it in storage. The moment he took it, for some reason, he tried to kill himself. Yeah.
Raihan, are you familiar with John Wayne Gacy?
I'm not, but this is a very creepy story.
I ask only because it's a self-portrait of him, and he was known as the killer clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to see.
He's evil lah.
Yeah.
He's an evil man.
So there's a saying that if you were evil when you were alive, you will be evil when you're dead.
Yeah.
So that's why there is malicious spirits lah.
Yeah.
Because they had evil intentions lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the Warrens, right? They got like the museum of all the cursed stuff.
But I think some people are some people are fascinated with serial killers, which
It's America's favorite pastime.
yeah.
Seriously?
True crime. Yes.
Yeah. The other thing I think is this idea of the curse item it's a weird appeal to people like, oh, I want to get like a curse item. Like a certain group of people. Clearly not anybody at this table. But a certain group of people will
You
like,
sure not?
Don't call me out leh.
yeah, I think they just like, oh, if I hear there's a certain mythology around this item, I want to get it for myself. So I will never be able to understand that fascination. But as long as you stay safe, more power to you.
Because it is something that's forbidden to have. I have it.
But what if they cannot control it?
That's the problem because people don't think about consequences.
Yes. That's exactly where I went. Because I honestly can believe like what you said is probably somebody's way of thinking. Is like, I want to sit in front of this power down here and they think they can control it, then no, you can't.
All right. So thank you, Naqiah, for joining us again. It's really great to have you on the show. And we've shared a lot of things and we hope to see you more in the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
More walks. Next time I pair you with Art.
Yes.
And maybe Raihan also. Put Raihan in middle.
Help me, guys.
That would be wonderful because Art would be trying to protect you and then Naqiah was like,
Hey, look there.
No lah, Naqiah will help lah. Naqiah.
Thank you to all of you for tuning in to Tales from Incredible Tales. New episodes go up every week on MeWatch, MeListen, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
My name is Naqiah.
my name is Wayne.
My name is Kyle.
My name is Raihan, and we will see you next time.